Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the UK. I recently shared this card on my blog as a final farewell to the fabulous Waves of the Ocean Designer Series paper. I'd used lots of the gorgeous blues and greens from the pack, and I hadn't really used the other colours, which were Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight and Petal Pink. So I made this card inspired by a card I'd seen on Pinterest, which was called an Angled Gatefold, but I turned it into a pocket card as well to use some more of that gorgeous Designer Series paper. So the gatefold card, you kind of need to manoeuvre it underneath those shells, which came from the Friends Are Like Seashells stamp set and the Seashells dies, which were a bundle up until the 2nd of May 2022, but in the new catalogue launched on the 3rd of May 2022, it's no longer a bundle, so you no longer save that 10%. So I thought I would do another version of this just to show you how to put it together. So I am using one of our gorgeous new In Colours. So we have an In Colour joining offer running between the 3rd and the 31st of May 2022, where you can join my Stampin' Up! Team, pay £99, get up to £130 worth of products of your choice, perhaps the bundle that I'm using, and you will receive a pack of A4 card in the In Colours, a pack of the 6x6 inch Designer Series paper for the In Colours, and a stamp pad for each of these gorgeous 5 In Colours. So that's a huge extra value. So you pay £99 and it's just such a lot for your money. So if you're interested, please contact me and have a look at my website www.stampwithnellie.com. So this is the colour scheme that I'm going with. As I say, you can get lots of that stuff in your joining pack. One of the things you could choose to add in, totally up to you, is the bundle that I'm using, which is called Nature's Prints, and we've got these absolutely gorgeous sentiments and leaves. So I'm going to use one of the leaves and one of the sentiments, and using dies to coordinate with that. I've already gone ahead and trimmed a few bits and pieces. Don't need that bit. So you can get the 2 Designer Series paper panels for the front from one sheet of 6x6, and you'll need another sheet to go in the middle. This card measures 26.5 by 14.5. Let's double check I got that right. Oh no, I didn't. I've trimmed that down to 26. It should be 26.5. Oopsie. Glad I checked that. So 26.5. Let's just chop that by 14.5. Okay. Then I want to score that at 8 centimetres and 8 centimetres from the other end as well, or 18.5 centimeters, whichever way you prefer to do it. Okay, so that piece in the middle there should be 10.5 centimeters by 14.5 centimeters, which is my normal card size. So I have a piece of white to make into my little pocket card, and I've got this piece of designer series paper that I've trimmed down to 10 by 14. So I want to take this down to 9.5 by 13.5, just so that the pocket is smaller than the piece of designer series paper. Okay, so I need to do some extra cutting on this. I'm going to measure, where's my pencil? Oops, sorry about that. Took down a pencil and brought down other things with it. So yes, I'm going to measure this to 4 centimeters there, and I'm going to cut from that score line to there. Okay, so got my little 4 centimeters mark and my score line lined up in the middle of that cutting track. Chop that off. Okay, so we've got the first bit of our shape. Let me just bring this back out so you can see what we're doing. Okay, now I want to measure 2 centimeters in to there, and I then want to line up that corner with, let me bring this over, that corner with that 2 centimeters mark there. Line them both up. Not quite got that right there. Let me try. Didn't quite get the line in there. That's better. A little bit furry, but I can deal with that. Let me just clear that track. Always a good thing to do with your trimmer at any time. Okay, and I want to do exactly the same on the other side. So measure 4 centimeters down, cut it that way, and measure 2 centimeters and cut there as well. So let me just do that. 4. Lining those up, cut that off, okay, and then measure 2 centimeters in from the bottom edge and take that up to that corner. Okay, so we've got that lovely funky shape. Now I need to have my designer series paper fitting that as well. So the designer series paper measures 7.5 centimeters by 14 centimeters. Let me tidy that a little bit. And so that would normally sit on like that, but we've obviously chopped bits off, so we need to do exactly the same on the designer series paper. So I need to measure 4 centimeters to here, and I want to chop along that line there. Okay, and that's, so I have decided that that is the side I want, not that side. Okay. So lining up that corner with my 4 centimeter mark, like so, and then doing my 2 centimeter mark on here as well. Oops. Couldn't see where my pencil had gone, it was just rolled under there. So cutting from that corner down to that 2 centimeter mark there. Okay, and that will now fit with a nice border onto there. So I now need to do the same for the other side. Okay, so easiest way to do it is to go, right, I need to do 4 centimeters on this piece. Okay. And then cut from there down to there. So I'm just taking off whatever you decide to take off your card base, use the same measurements to take off from your designer series paper. Okay, so we've now got that angle. I need to take 2 centimeters off, mark 2 centimeters from the bottom there, bottom edge, and join up that previous cut to that new one. Alright, there we go. So that now fits in there. I've maybe not got it 100%, but it's close enough. Alright, so bear with me whilst I glue all these bits of paper to my card base. Okay, so now we have to think about our decoration, and always remember to take off your little pencil marks from your paper as well. I'd forgotten to say that before I started gluing. And you can decide whether you want it to go that way or to go that way. Entirely up to you. I think I might change it to that way this time. So for my decoration, as I said, I'm using the Nature's Prints. I'm going to use this gorgeous big stamp there and hello there as well. So I need a scrap of white. That's not a scrap of white, that is my piece for inside. I'm going to do the leaf first. Wow, that is stunning. Love it. And I'm also going to do the hello there. Okay. And the coordinating dies. I'm going to use that one. And this one. So just lining that up, I will put a little bit of washi tape on that to keep it in place and die cut that, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, so I've now got my 2 pieces die cut, and see, I think I want to go that way. I'm going to put that on there and that. Actually, no, I think it does look better. It would work better rather doing it that way. So I can pop this side up with dimensionals and then tuck that underneath, and then that can come out from there like so. Okay, I've got some dimensionals here. Go move that. Okay, so I want that to be fairly close to the edge there. Okay, so I want to have one right there and one just above it. Like so. So we've got a nice strong hold there, and I'll just put some here as well. So I can take those off. Like that. Trying to make sure I've got that fairly straight, and then just pop this on. Like so. So when it's closed, it looks like it's coming out from under there. You can open it up and it will look quite nice that it's got a little bit of decoration on either side there. Now, for the piece, the little pocket card bit, I'm going to actually stamp You're on My Mind on there with, I think I'll go for a little fern leaf coming up there, and maybe a little bit of a splat as well. Let me get blocks for those. Okay, undo, yep, and that one. You're on My Mind. So to make sure I've got this lined up, lining my block up as straight as I can, and then just lining up the top of that text with one of the lines on my grid pad. I think that's straight, but what I will do is do a test stamp. Okay, so lining up my block straight. It's going up slightly, so if I bring it down slightly when I stamp it. Because I want to get this right, because it's going to come in and out, so I don't want to have to stamp on the other side, do I? So down ever so slightly that side. Lovely. That's stamped on there. Do like a little splodge, but I think I'll stamp that off. On there, like that. So there's still plenty of space to write on there. And then I just need to put a little hole in there, so either I can use a Stamp and Pierce mat and my take your pick and just pierce it with that, or I do actually have a hole punch, so gives a neater look. Just punch. In here and either go with some ribbon, or as I did with my original one, some white twine. And every time do a few lengths of it. Then I think what I did, let me just have a look at my original. Did I only have two? I did only have two. Okay, gone with three there, but I only had two. Okay, so I can pop that through. Then through there. And then what I did for my other one, actually I must have done more, I must have done 4 on that. That's what it is. This is what you get for doing a project one week and then doing the video for it the next week. You completely forget where you were. So can I get all 4 of those through there? Yes. Then split that up and put those through the loop. That's better. It's much more chunky. And then just trim it down. And what I did with the original version was just to fray those out. So basically just try and unravel those. Kind of give it a head start. Doesn't want to work. Actually, my take your pick might be good for that. So yeah. Concentration there, eh? So yes, just unraveling that, making it a little bit more grungy. Works. And then I can write my little message on there and pop that under there like so. So 2 different, very different versions. One with the seaside theme and one lovely bright garden themed one. So all of the products that I've used for today's card will be in my blog post with links to my online shop, and I'll also have all of the measurements for the cards there as well. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, then please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.